Hello guys, I'm live reaction of this My Little Midi Darkfic reading called Wing Ache. It is 19 minutes and 2 seconds long. Okay, did I say it's like a rainbow twilight ship, by the way? I don't know what to expect with this reading. It's one of those other Sparrow type readings, and I don't know what to expect really. There's only one way to find out, is to watch it. In 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Now someone's trotting. Some ponies trotting, as to say.
Aching wings were
hello, Rainbow. Oh!
It meant
hello.
that you couldn't fly as fast, and if worsened, you might be grounded for a few weeks.
That's Pinkie Pie there.
Another option seemed preferable for Rainbow Dash, especially with an upcoming Wonderbolt show. Following a visit to the Ponyville Hospital, she was advised to lay off flying for a few days.
Oh, this is cool.
Constant practice was required prior.
This is the coolest place.
Or else, who knew what kind of disaster would happen? Ponies could get out of sync, throwing the whole routine off. The audience might get injured, not to mention being
out of sync.
Fly was just really boring.
How'd you get in the sync in the first place?
Was going to find a way to cure her wings without waiting around.
Oh,
Anyone's
yeah.
first thoughts would be to see if Twilight had any spells, but past experiences
or potions
taught Rainbow to use that as a last resort.
Yeah.
A memory of her right wing being twice its normal size, while her left wing being half its size,
what?
brought a shudder to the Cyan Pegasus. Zecora might be able to help. Rainbow didn't know the
the pitch doesn't give it away.
Friends, but anything was worth a shot to get her wings fixed. With a destination in mind,
reminds me of that actually happened actually in one of the episodes. I can't remember which one though.
Within the forest, she couldn't help but feel a little nostalgic.
Because one wing was bigger than the other.
Things happening by themselves seemed unnatural, but as more time and adventures passed,
growth hormones.
Things often happened on their own outside of Equestria, and in that sense, Pony's control over everything seemed to be what was truly unnatural. Sure, there were still cockatrices and manticores around.
Yeah, you want to look at them in the eye.
Sectors of the forest.
Yeah.
There was absolutely nothing to fear for a daring pony like Rainbow Dash.
Or daring do. Oh, what was that?
Out of the corner of her eye, something moved, causing Rainbow to jump a little.
Oh, is that music?
Maybe there was something to fear after all. Quickening her pace, she tried to think nothing of it. It's just the wind, probably. Rainbow tried to assure herself.
The wind. Oh. Is those twigs then?
The quick movement from behind the cover of the trees and bushes. Hello? Any pony there?
Hello? Anyone there?
There was no response.
No.
Or at
of course
least
it won't.
A conventional one. Instead, it spoke to her nose. It was acrid, pungent.
Is it someone like someone's behind Rainbow?
Didn't just throw up right there and then. What the heck is that smell?
Sick.
With no answers anywhere in sight, she decided to make her trip as brief as possible and rushed towards Zecora's hut.
Run,
it
run.
didn't take long before she
For God's sake, run.
But her nose certainly suffered throughout the journey. Whatever the smell was, it seemed to be following her, if that was even possible. It didn't falter even slightly.
Wait, the smell followed her?
Stronger.
Is it a ghost?
I should ask Zecora about the smell to see if she knows anything about
Is it a ghost now?
The hut was dreadfully silent. Rainbow didn't let
I know like some ghosts can bring some smell in the haunted locations.
You in there?
No, she's not there.
She knocked a little harder, and to her surprise, the door swung open from the extra force. You, forgot to lock the door or something. Taking a step into the hut, Rainbow unconsciously braced herself, expecting something to jump out. But nothing did. In fact, no zebras were to be seen. Huh? Probably went to get some herbs or something.
This doesn't seem right though.
She thought about the options she had.
Is she dead? Is Zecora dead?
Go out into the Everfree Forest to search for Zecora, or wait in the hut for what might be a very long time. None of the options were that preferable, But she'd rather be out there doing something instead of waiting here. And
I
doing
would wait in the hut.
Patience was a virtue that Rainbow severely lacked.
Yes.
The Pegasus ran off into the forest, opting not to use her wings. While she could probably scout the entire forest within minutes using her wings,
she's not part of the scouts, though.
Following the incident where she...
She what?
Why did my wings start to ache anyways? I didn't train excessively lately, nor did I crash into anything or cause an injury like this to my wing.
That's weird.
Sense. But what else didn't make sense was the pink figure that just zoomed past Rainbow.
Is that a wing boner?
Was that Pinkie? What's she doing in the Everfree Forest?
To kill you.
Pinkie, are you around here?
Hello.
If this is a prank,
why is it always for Rainbow Dash getting killed by Pinkie Pie?
The silence was unbearable.
Is she gonna have a fucking cupcake now?
She could tell something horrible was going on, but she found herself not leaving the forest. Something was compelling her to pursue her close friend. As much as Rainbow would hate to admit it, she was scared. While she wasn't sure what the smell's origins were, ideas started forming in her head.
I know it could be.
On top of that, Zecora was
spoiled pudding.
Rainbow's head had been planted,
sorry.
And they blossomed.
Sorry.
Maybe Pinkie will know what's going on when I find her.
I think she's already found you. Go on. Go on. Next scene. And there's that nuclear wind.
Rainbow soon found herself in unrecognizable territory within the forest, with no indication of which direction she came from, and no sight of the pink earth pony. She staggered her way forward, tired from all the running. My wings were always more reliable.
Yeah.
Rainbow slowed down her pace and took a look at her surroundings, which were trees, trees, and more trees. Except these seemed similar. They had faces carved right into the trunk of the trees. Alright, I know how to deal with these.
You do?
Taught me that much.
Watch out for Timberwolves.
She turned her head to happier thoughts, when the Wonderbolts accepted her, when she managed to save a unicorn and won a competition of some sort. Her memories were inexplicably blurry, but she could sort out her ability to recall later on. Rainbow Dash started to laugh and giggle. It wasn't the most conventional location to burst out in laughter.
What's this?
If she was going to be lost in the forest for a while, she might as well enjoy herself before she desperately needs to find her way out. What wasn't as funny was the spine-chilling laughter that joined her own. Who? She looked around her several times, finding no pony around. Oh, Rainbow Dash, don't you recognize me? The voice sang, familiar yet foreign at the same time. Why don't you look behind you? Maybe that'll help.
Did I just say that a bit before?
In between a split tree. She stepped on the trunk and stared at Rainbow with whited out eyes, a nightmarish grin on her face. Worst of all, that repulsive smell was as strong as it had ever been. It originated from the red patches on her coat, most of which seemed fresh, while some parts were dried. Is that blood on you, Pinkie? What happened with you?
She murdered some pony.
Me? I wouldn't be so worried about me. I would be more worried about what's going to happen to you.
Oh, come on, really?
That set off a major red flag within Rainbow's mind. This being a prank could still be within the realm of possibility, albeit it would be one in poor taste. It has to be a prank, right? Pinkie, if this is a prank, it really isn't that funny anymore. She was starting to regret.
This is me, by the way.
That one time.
Oh, come on!
Whoever said this was a prank?
Yeah, pony came off. I mean, that Twilight's fallen down.
From within her mane.
Come back up.
Braced herself, but nevertheless got pinned down.
Twilight, no, no.
Rainbow desperately.
Pinkie Pie's gonna murder you. She's gonna murder some pony. I remember that. Remember that. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell!
It was quick and relatively painless, so Rainbow managed to convert her fear into strength, and finally pushed Pinkie off of her. refusing to look at the blood.
Rainbow, why'd you just run away? You're fast at running, aren't you?
Hoping to lose Pinkie, who was in no doubt pursuing her. Running unsteadily and stumbling a fair bit,
Ah!
forced herself
That was
to
not
run
me!
as fast as she could. With her wings out of commission, it was either this or more stabs to her stomach. As she ran, she heard an extra 2 pairs of steps behind her.
Is Rainbow Dash gonna bleed to death now?
She would be gone for good. She had to keep moving. The forest was not an easy place to navigate, with trees that seemed to grow out of the ground to block Dash's way.
Yeah, they're quite ancient trees, Rainbow.
Precision were skills that Rainbow had in abundance. Unfortunately, Pinkie wasn't lacking it in both departments either.
What?
Every step forward felt like a chore, a struggle. Pinkie
She's
was right
losing.
behind her and
Rainbow
she
Dash is losing power,
knew
or
from past experiences that speed alone, even when flying, wouldn't be able to get herself rid of Pinkie. She'd have to outsmart
that is
her.
true.
But how does one go about outsmarting the most unpredictable mare in Equestria? Unfortunately, she didn't have the answer.
No, because she could break the fourth wall. But technically, I got more than 4 walls.
That was much easier said
Sorry.
than done. All the running around had made Rainbow lose her sense of direction, but there was light at the end of the tunnel. After some time,
Don't get dizzy, Rainbow Dash.
alerting her that in one way or another, she probably managed to lose the bloodlusted maniac. She let her hooves slow down, allowing her to finally catch a well-deserved.
She is an
Taking a
animaniac.
look at her wound. It was a deep cut
Sorry.
into her stomach, a gory mess that needed treatment immediately. It made no logical sense how she was able to still live, let alone running for what seemed like miles.
I don't know.
She took a look from the direction she came from, finding no pony. Think Celestia.
She's there. She's there. Pinkie Pie she's there.
For her, and she had no idea why. By then, it was rather clear that this was no prank. Rainbow's gut feeling told her that. Literally. More literally than she would have.
Yeah,
liked.
can't you see the red eyes,
What do
Rainbow?
I do now? I don't have a heck of a clue where Zecora is. Pinkie's gone mad, and I'm absolutely lost in this forest. Maybe if I could get a better view.
Climb up a tree?
Straining her aching wings wasn't ideal, but between that and dying here, one choice was clearly the better one. Taking off to the skies, the view scared the Pegasus as much as she hated to admit it. As far as she could see, there was an endless amount of trees in all 4 directions, the forest end nowhere in sight.
That means you can't really take
It
off.
was never this big. Sometime during her trip, Luna's moon had taken over Celestia's sun.
We haven't actually seen all the L3 forests, have we?
Shine especially dull that night.
It's so large.
Deciding whichever direction
Like,
to work
we
with once
haven't
she got
seen
out
the
of
other side of the forest, have we?
Rainbow sped off straight ahead, hoping that she.
Apparently clouds move on their own, apparently.
Sometimes hope was enough to get something done, serving as motivation to achieve something. But not.
I heard this music before, though.
This time, no motivation.
I think that is the Young Mark music or something.
To spot for any landmarks within the forest that
I
could
do
help her
recognise that
find a way out.
music.
If it was even possible, she seemed to fly in a loop, but that wasn't possible. She flew only in a single direction.
Well, if she's got one big wing and one small wing, of course she's gonna fly in the loop.
Spots with the same spacing between each other. Come on, Rainbow. Please wake up. For our friends.
I think you're fading into. I think you're gonna fade. You're gonna.
Who said that? The voice was familiar. yet it
You're
was
going
one
to
that
fall
Rainbow
unconscious,
had
Rainbow, if you
struggled
carry on like this.
with. Wake up? Does that mean I'm asleep? The explanation made sense. She didn't feel pain when
She's already dead, then.
the nonsensical geography of the forest. Pinkie herself going mad. All
Oh,
were telltale signs. Now, how do I wake up?
you
The
can't.
realization was easy enough, but the problem now, once again, was getting out. Her wing beats started slowing down as she descended. If this was truly a nightmare, Pinkie would attempt to sneak up on her in a way she would truly fear. Right on cue, the ground started shaking, and Rainbow found herself sinking
Earthquake!
to the ground. At least it isn't the singing flowers.
What?
Normally Rainbow would start panicking and take off to the skies.
Yep.
While she definitely did panic a little, she forced herself to keep her wings
do Princess dream of magical sheep?
Would be over.
Singing. Oh, that's funny.
She was doing before she fell asleep. It didn't change the fact that her body was halfway into the ground, however. And what is our little Pegasus trying now?
Trying to escape?
No, this creature wasn't Pinkie. Referring to her as Pinkie would be an insult to her bubbly friend. The creature's voice didn't really come from one specific direction, and not knowing where she was might have been more terrifying than if.
But think about Pinkie, she could be anywhere.
I know this is a dream, and you're not real. So, Brain, it'd be awesome if you'd let me wake up as soon as possible.
Please.
As expected, Rainbow Dash didn't wake up. Well, darn.
That is a Applejack line. Applejack. Darn, that's more. What the heck?
Very impressive, I must admit. Not many ponies could figure it out on their own. Not without Luna helping them. But now that you figured it out, it's pointless for me to continue. The magic I have to expend to keep feeding on your fears isn't worth it.
What the fuck is...
That doesn't mean you're going to get out of this alive. The creature was going to do something, but Rainbow didn't know.
What is this creature?
I don't know what you are, but I certainly didn't figure out this was a dream of my own. And I know whoever helped me will be disappointed if I...
Rainbow Dash has a lucid dreams then. Like, I do that.
I'll do what I want.
I've done that before. You know when you're dreaming.
And took to the skies. The creature barely had a second to react as Rainbow streaked towards her, hooves first.
Well, what now? What now? What's happening now? What's gonna happen?
You're awake. You're really awake. A familiar voice said.
You in hospital?
Heard in her nightmare. Twilight? She forced her eyelids open.
This is a grimdark, right? What's going on?
It took several seconds for her eyes to adjust to the brightness. When she could finally see, she recognized it as a room she was all too familiar with.
She's been there before.
The smell of disinfectant entered her nose, and the incessant beeping of the heart monitor only served as confirmations that she was in a hospital. Yes, Rainbow. I'm here.
Ship! Sorry!
Held down by Twilight's own hooves. Don't move. Your body is still very weak. Just try to rest. How did
Twilight found it?
What happened?
How did Twilight found her?
Zecora found you out cold in the Everfree Forest. She said you got attacked by a Baku.
A what? What? A Baku? A Baku?
Yeah. Sounds about right. A weak smile formed on Rainbow's face. The girls and I were taking turns watching over you. I think they're
someone to watch over you.
Right now. Let me go get them and send a letter to Luna to tell her that you've woken up. Yeah.
She's gonna die.
Sounds good, Twi. Do you need anything?
A kiss.
Twilight's brow furrowed in concern as she gazed at Rainbow. Nah, I just need to lie down and rest for a while. And don't worry about me. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
With that, Twilight walked out of the room, content that Rainbow was going to be fine.
What?
They never came. Not after minutes, not after hours, not after days. But Rainbow never noticed. After all, she was convinced that everything was fine. She defeated the big bad monster, just like she's done every time.
She is the monster!
There was no need to be suspicious that this was all a big trap to give her a false sense of security. For now, she just needed to lie on the bed some more.
Oh, come on, no! Fucking hell. Creepy music at the end. Okay, that was My Little Pony Grimdark reading of Remake. Well, Rainbow is technically dead. I think near the end of the story that she was already dead, or she was trapped in the dream. Oh, that bit is a bit confusing. It's like Rainbow kind of died as Twilight left the hospital. Rainbow Dash is trapped in a sense. At the end he said help me, and in a sense that whoever's got Rainbow Dash killed Rainbow Dash, whoever that creature was it Pinkie, or was it the monster slaying Pinkie Pie, even though it was not Pinkie Pie? That makes sense. And this smell, I was kind of right in I think in saying that it was like a ghost or like entity that smells it when spirits start is following you. You do get a sense of a smell sometimes. Sometimes it's the things like tobacco smoke sort of thing. It's very classic in haunted locations. Sounds is one thing, but when you hear something, you hear, but when you start to smell in a haunted location, then you know there's something really, really wrong. And I sense this creature was living in the Evergreen Forest. And where was Zecora before then? Was she out? She must have been out. But Zecora found Rainbow. But where was Rainbow Dash lying then? I can't remember the name of the entity, or the monster creature. But it was like the monster was looking for a prey, and I thought Rainbow Dash was a soft target. How did Rainbow Dash in the first place got bigger wings? One bigger wings on left. I can't remember the episode. Oh, I think I know what it was. It was that Find a Pet episode. That's when she had big wings. I think it's quite a while back. Like I was saying with the Winache, how was the spirit in some way affecting Rainbow Dash? Or is it a spirit? Does it have physical formalities? Why is Rainbow Dash dead? I don't know why it took a long time for the spirit to manifest. I'm trying to sense what this monster physically looks like, because on the outside it looks like Pinkie Pie, according to Rainbow Dash. And in a sense, is Pinkie Pie dead? Did Pinkie Pie suffer the same fate? Maybe Sparrow can help me with that. Well, hope you like this reaction, and all my reaction videos I do, and I will see you next time. Oh, yeah.